via SMS line 23059. I'm Jeffrey Somba, and this is the 9 p.m. news, holding leaders to account, amplifying the people's voice and bringing you the truth behind the headlines. And starting us off, UDA Secretary General Hassan Omar was accused to kill a member of Parliament in Inyoro, together with other opposition leaders, of continuously criticizing President William Ruto's government and its performance. Speaking during an event in Nanti County, Omar, alongside several Kenya Kwanza leaders, defended President Ruto's leadership, saying the president has laid a strong political foundation for the country, and Omar stated that President Ruto's current track record significantly strengthens his position and gives him a strong advantage over his opponents ahead of the 2027 general elections. He also added that the Kenya Kwanza administration remains focused on delivering its development agenda despite ongoing criticism from the opposition.
Ni wale mwachoro mabepari, wale waliona wenzao pia sasa wamepata fursa ya kupata kitu ndani ya serikali. Ndio mgoro, wacha niwaambie, anataka kutuweka sisi katika ile mnyororo wa utumwa. Na hatuwezi kukubali.
Anybody who has questions on the track record of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto must wait in 2030, kwa sababu sisi hapa bonde la Ufa na Kenya tunasema William Samoei Ruto ni 10 bila break.
Parents from Nyandarua County have called on the government to increase bursary allocations, citing the high cost of the new CBC curriculum. And speaking in Oljoro Rock Town while receiving Gov bursaries, the parents expressed concern over reports that public secondary school fees could be raised up by 9,000 shillings, and however, the Minister of Education has clarified that there will be no fee increase, and parents are now urging the ministry to put in place clear measures to reduce the cost of education and ensure all learners access schooling affordably.
Serikali itupunguzie school fees, sababu school fees sasa iko juu na gharama ya maisha iko juu, na sasa kila kitu iko juu.
Ukiwa na pesa wewe unasomesha mtoto yako, usifikirie ati kuna wengine, ujue kuna wengine hawana nini pesa kwa serikali iendelee tu na kutupea pesa hii ya basari. Wale wanasema ati ikatwe, sisi wajue tuko na shida huku mashinani.
Jambo la muhimu ni kwamba pesa za capitation kama hazitaweza kuongezwa maradufu, ni wazi kwamba wanafunzi wetu wataweza kufukuzwa, kwa sababu sisi tunatoa kidogo na serikali inatoa kitu kidogo.
If you don't make your tomorrow today, utaisha.
The Machakos County government has announced plans to roll out targeted programs aimed at economically empowering young people this year. And according to Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi, many youths possess valuable talents in the creative and business sectors but lack opportunities to grow due to limited inclusion in government programs. He also noted that this gap contributed to rising drug abuse among the youth. The county says the new initiatives will focus on unlocking youth potential and promoting self-reliance.
In the new year 2026, we are going to ensure youth development continues, as we have heard from the governor's speech. And we are rightly, as a government, we are committed to that cause. Because if you empower our youths, you are empowering our future. We are developing our county as well as our country. And I'm sure the Machakos County Governor is taking the lead and the rest are following.
Politicians and residents of Nyakach constituency have been urged to shun voter bribery as the 2027 general election approaches. Speaking during a high-level forum held at the Grassroots Impact Headquarters, the organization's founder, Johansen Atela, emphasized the need to reject political corruption, and Atela noted that the practice of accepting bribes in exchange for voters has greatly contributed to economic decline and slow development in Kisumu County. He also warned politicians against using handouts to gain support, saying such politics have encouraged many youths to abandon honest work and instead rely on bribes.
Handouts is not going to take anyone anywhere. And it is my hope that the people of Kenya, from the ward to the constituency to the national level, will be able to really, elect leaders who are able to talk to them about their lives and their empowerment. Handouts, as it is today in Nyakach and other places, is short term. Somebody will give you 100 shillings or 200 bob today, because you are clapping for him, or because you are shouting, or you are doing sigalagala. But tomorrow, this person is not there. What will you do? So for us to help our people, we must speak the truth and say, yes, we can give you something now, but in the long run, we must help you to have activities and programs and plans that can take your life ahead.
And still moving on, residents of Kibiko area in Kajiado County have condemned ongoing violence linked to a land dispute, which they allege has been fueled by politicians with hidden agenda to sell the land. The residents say leaders should urgently address the challenges facing the community and handle the matter with the seriousness it deserves. Speaking during a food distribution exercise organized by the Kajiado County government in Kikonyokie, Kibiko, residents say they have been facing difficult conditions since the start of the festive season. They noted that women and children have been the most affected by the dispute, with many families lacking basic necessities. The residents have now appealed to President William Ruto to intervene and help them secure their land rights.
Tatiza tukiwa ground ni nyinyi mutaenda kurudia shamba zenyu zile mulikula pesa ya wenyewe muuze, lakini Kibiko haiwezi kuuzwa, mulipe madeni.
Najua Christmas hatukukula vizuri kwa sababu Christmas yetu wakati ule ilikuwa tear gas kwa wamama, tear gas kwa vijana, tear gas kwa
Kibiko is not just property, it is where memories hold. I have lived here, and as we stand here today, we want to tell the government to act swiftly through the court system and to ensure that to act in the best interest of the...
Nasema hivyo tukimulilia rais wetu kwa sababu tumepata uchungu mwingi. Tukisimama na asikii kilio, na ako na simu, ako na TV, na nasikia kilio na wezi.
We're still moving on with EBN Weekend Edition. A 16-story building collapsed this morning around 10 a.m. at the South Sea Shopping Center in Nairobi. The building collapsed because it had exceeded the number of floors approved by government authorities, and the owners of the building had appeared in court several times and were released before the structure collapsed this morning. The building is among several others that have collapsed due to the violation of construction laws, despite prior warning, and rescue operations are ongoing as emergency teams work to secure the area. building, which was under construction, collapsed without warning. 2 people are feared trapped under the debris, and police and army are conducting a joint search and rescue operation to locate them. Hundreds of residents in Mesmereni village, Bamba area, Kilifi County, have received food, and after being affected by last year's drought, many villagers were unable to celebrate the new year due to food shortages caused by the prolonged dry spell. And speaking during the distribution, GAF Director Ruth Mandera highlighted that the government of President William Ruto, through the inclusive government, plans to construct a large irrigation dams in Galana, Kulalu, and Gaze. These projects are expected to benefit residents of Malindi and Gaze sub-counties by supporting irrigation farming and reducing the impact of future droughts.
Mwambie mama aje huko hapa.
Kazi. Hii ndio kazi yake. Unapomwona pale ametulia,
William Samoei Ruto! Rais William Samoei Ruto! Mama Bendera! Bendera!
Mwambie mama aje huko hapa.
Another story of the same caliber, several droughts continues to affect Turkana County, putting young children and livestock at risk. Children under 5 are facing critical malnutrition due to food shortages. Pastoralists have begun moving to neighboring Uganda in search of water and pasture for their animals. Regan, manager of the Kerio Valley Development Authority, said that over 200 million shillings have been spent on drilling water points in various parts of Turkana to support the residents during the drought.
Iko ni shida mingi. Hawezi kukunya maji hata hiyo kitu kidogo teni hata ikenye juu mtu ajuu hawezi kukunya maji
kwa sababu maji alikuwa hakuna hapa. Sisi kapata nini shida hata watoto.
We have made a priority to solve some of these challenges that are facing the people in Turkana. One of the programs is the drought mitigation programs, the issue of water. We do provide water through drilling of wells, through harvesting, through water pumps. And again, we build the capacity for usage of the water by initiating small irrigation farms that we do in the region.
The Domo 23 Hassel counties are badly off right now. Once you can't even say which stage is alert, because so long as pasture is not there, water is not there, people are moving, livestock are moving, they are losing weight, they are macheting. How do you even rate which stage at that level? All we need to do very fast is just to make sure we converge, brainstorm over it, put resources that are available, mobilize the ones that are from the like-minded partners, and just
Residents of Kiunga village near the Somali border have urged closer cooperation with security agencies to enhance safety in the area. Speaking during various youth sports competitions organized by security agencies, residents said the events provide a valuable opportunity to understand their role in combating terrorism, which has been affecting their daily lives. And at the same time, Brigadier Yama Mohamed, Director of the National County Terrorism Center, emphasized that community awareness on terrorism-related issues helps strengthen relations between security agencies and the public.
KDF kuwezesha mwananchi kugundua athari za ugaidi na kuweza kugundua hasara zinazoletwa kulingana na ugaidi basi inakuwa ni jambo ambalo linasaidia KDF katika utenda kazi wao, kwa sababu raia watakuwa wamejielewa na vile vile watakuwa wanaweza kushirikiana na vitengo vya usalama kuweza kushare information, na jamii inachukua jukumu sasa la kuweza kuhudumisha ama kudumisha usalama pamoja na vyombo vya usalama.
Nchi ya Somalia imekuwa na matatizo mingi sana, na Al-Shabaab ndio wanaleta hii matatizo. So kukiwa na uhusiano mwema kati ya wananchi na vitengo vya serikali, itatuwezesha kuweza kuwatoa magaidi ambao wanajaribu kujifisha ndani ya
Residents of Ndindori in Banti constituency, Nakuru County, have protested against increasing crime in the area, some of which has ended in tragedy. The demonstrators blocked a section of Nakuru-Olkala Road, demanding justice for a 20-year-old man, Osea Kariuki, who was stabbed to death on December 31st while attending a New Year's Eve event. Residents also accused security agencies of being lax in their efforts to improve safety in the area.
Tunataka haki ya Osea ipatikane, na kama hawataweza kupata hiyo haki, waondoke hapa, watuachie sheria, sisi tuchunguzie.
Huyo jamaa alikuwa kwa kanisa. Huyo jamaa kutoka hivi kidogo ati anaitwa na besti yake. Besti yake kumbe jamaa anaenda kumtia visu. Kuangalia kwa wenyewe, hiyo ni haki kweli? Hiyo si haki.
Hata jana hiyo incident wakifanyika, si ati wafanyagi patrol. Kazi yao patrol yao wanajua ni kufanya patrol kwa mavilabu. Kama kuna incident zingine zimefanyika, kuna wazee wamesodomaiziwa 3. Na mpaka saa hii hatujajua nani amefanya hiyo kitendo.
Mkubwa wa security Mulcomen jaribu kuangalia hapa mambo na security, juu watu wanauawa ovyo ovyo na kudungwa na visu. Hiyo kitu tunakomesha na tunaomba kwanza washughulike.
Remember, you're watching EBN Weekend Edition, and that story brings EBN Weekend Edition to a short break. Please don't go too far. We're coming back. Welcome back and Happy New Year. Still moving on, a family from Gitaru neighborhood in Kiambu County began the year 2026 in sorrow after their house was completely destroyed by fire, leaving them without shelter or belongings. The blaze is reported to have started late at night during New Year celebrations and spread rapidly, consuming the house and everything inside. Eyewitnesses say the fire began after fireworks were ignited indoors, causing panic as residents rushed to save their lives. Speaking after the incident, Gitaru village chief Gitau Kianya urged residents to exercise caution during New Year celebrations. He also emphasized that fireworks and other dangerous materials should not be sold to children.
Kulikuwa na kadogo Kenya alikuwa nako kumbe aliakishia huko bedroom. Sasa mimi nikasikia kitu ikifanya tu. Dakika kidogo tena nikasikia ingine. Harufu ya moshi, sasa nikaanza kusikia kitu inachomeka. Nikaingia jikoni kwanza, nikapata jikoni kupilia. Sasa vile niliingia bedroom ndio nikapata mattress imeshika moto.
Mwaka wangu umeanza vibaya sababu na sio mimi peke yangu. Nasema kwa nuclear family yangu umeanza vibaya sababu hakuna mtu akona kitu hata kidogo.
I think it's recommendable that the fireworks should be removed from the shelves so that we avoid children continuing buying them and maybe trying to do whatever they didn't do as far as they didn't buy those fireworks. They can go maybe start experimenting.
President William Ruto has assured Kenyans that the construction at Bugongo Stadium in Kakamega County will be completed before December this year, ahead of the 2027 African Cup of Nations AFCON matches. Kenya is set to co-host the 36th edition of AFCON alongside Uganda and Tanzania. The president made the remarks while attending the Governor Cup matches at Bugongo Stadium in the finals. Legacy FC defeated Bambo FC 1-0 in the men's category, while Promise beat Shebre Queens 0-1-0 in the women's finals. The men's winners were awarded 2 million Kenya shillings, while the women's champions received 1.5 million.
Uwanja huu ambao tunashirikiana nawe, najua itakamilika by July this year, ili mwaka wa 2027 tuwe pia mojawapo ya viwanja ambazo zinakuwa host wa African Cup of Nations. Wapi makofi ya rais?
This is the last time tunacheza mpira katika kiwanja ambayo haina canopy, ambayo haijamalizika. Kabla ya Disemba, mimi nitakuwa nimekamilisha uwanja huu na itakuwa uwanja mkubwa sana katika Western Kenya.
The Tani FC and Kairungu Starlets emerged victorious in the 23rd edition of the Nguna Cup held at Mwingi West Constituency, Kitui County. In the women's category, Kairungu Starlets defended the 2022 champions Nguni 1-0 to claim the title.
Kona ya Kenya. To be sincere, I am overwhelmed by the support. Kwa hivyo tutaendelea, tuko na scouts, wamechukua data, watatuambia ni wale ambao wataenda kutuzwa huko mbele.
As the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, we are going to partner with the organizers of this event. And when we partner with them, because we're going to have an MOU, we are going to develop a more elaborate program where we are going now to train campers or other disciplines.
And I think it's so important because I was spotted there and you can see where my career went. And I think also there's some other players, same, I wish that they will be like me and they will be successful.
That story from Mwingi constituency and sports brings EBN Weekend Edition to an end. But we keep wishing you a Happy New Year as you celebrate. May you keep safe because we still need you as we move on. Thank you for choosing EBN TV. My name is Jeffrey Kimeyo Somba. Have yourselves a good night.